All right, we're going to have to get old Pvt Parts loaded up on the trailer, and we're going to be towing a M-416 trailer behind us. So I'm going to show you guys how you can load an M-416 trailer and how to tie it down on an 18-foot flatbed. You can see, got an 18-footer. And she's got that little beaver tail down there at the end. Now, normally you would use ramps, but when I go ahead and drive the trailer through this little dip here that I've got at the house, she drags. And so that means that I don't have to use the ramps to load him up, at least while I'm at the house here. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of set the camera up and show you how we can drive it onto the trailer and how everything fits. Make sure it's in four-wheel drive. There we have it. Just make sure it's lined up, centered correctly, and it's not even freaking close. Okay, I guess we'll do this again. Oh, that's much better. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to pull forward, and then actually I might as well just go ahead and show you guys how to tie it down right here. All right, folks. Obviously we have moved the trailer and everything up basically to where we have light, because I put away the ratchet straps and the clevises so that they wouldn't get lost. And they were so well put away, I didn't remember where I put them. So, at any rate, we finally found them. We're going to start off again here. These little holes in the hubs are for clevises. Okay? So you're going to take, and these are, these are 5/8 clevises. So you need to find one, obviously that'll go through the hole. You'll go in and install them. I always try to install them because you never get the things quite right, you know, but I always install them with the little hand, or the little, you know, opposite the threaded end. Now, you notice that I went ahead and tightened that down and didn't loosen it back up, which is the way that I'd always learned to do it. Now, there's another YouTube channel out there that I watch called Casey Liddell, and he showed, and he does a lot of heavy equipment wrecking. If you've never, he doesn't know me from nobody, so this is not any kind of a, you know, a paid deal or anything else like that. He don't know me from nobody. But, you know, he showed, and, you know, on a lot of heavy equipment, put a lot of heavy pulls on it. You don't have to back it off. You might want to have a Gerber or a Leatherman to go ahead and bust them loose, but I've never had to. So, at any rate, these straps that I use, these are GI straps. They're 25,000 pounds. So, because this end of it there's no swivel to it. And so I always put this end on the clevis. And then you'll bring this end of the strap out to, and you can see here I've got some chain wrapped in here, because you cannot take this kind of hook on a strap and put it into, you know, the stake pockets here. And so I put a little length of chain in there, and that'll go ahead and give it a good place to hang on to. And then I'll bring it these straps are fairly new, so they're still pretty tight. Come on. So at any rate, you're going to want to pull it up so that it's tight here. That way you can go ahead and kind of get everything arranged and lined up a little bit better. You want the strap to be about as straight and as flat as possible. Then I always go ahead and pull it up, 6 to 8 inches, so that I can go ahead and get at least 1.5 wraps on the strap here before we pull it down tight. Now, we're going to be going front to back. We're going to be putting another clevis here on the back one. Same type of deal. Put it on tight. It's just finger tight. Don't go ahead and get on it with a wrench. And then go ahead and get it pulled out. And if you look online, there is a tutorial about them, and it shows the guys strapping these things down onto a pallet like this for airdropping. So this is an authorized method to go ahead and tie these things down. And we'll go ahead and give it just kind of snug it up a little bit. Then we're going to come to the back here. We don't have the tie down rings on the trailer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another ratchet strap, and we're going to go up and over the axle. So I have the other issue that we have here is we also still have the issue with not having we don't have any chains here because we very rarely ever take the trailer with us. So because of that, we have, and I honestly do not know if you can get these things. But what this is kind of a figure 8 loop here, real heavy material, and it'll go ahead and you know, go through the hook, or go through the stake pocket, and you can hook it here. And you notice I've got track stuff here in these kind of little attachments. These are not heavy duty enough to hold this trailer on. So I'm going to loosen it up. I'm going to go through the stake pocket, and these two loops will come together, and you put your hook in the loops. These ones here are just almost too short, but they will go ahead and hold it. And then let's see if we can get see if it's light enough to show you guys what we're doing in the back here. And it is not light enough. So we're going to have to show you how this is done tomorrow morning. I'll come out with the camera and show you how I did it, but I need to get this strapped down tonight. So at any rate, I'll be back here tomorrow. All right, it is the next morning, and so I'm going to show you guys how all of this looks tied down. And you can see I've gone ahead and tied up the loose ends, and I just run a zippy tie over them. We've got our safety strap going over top of the tongue of the trailer, and then down here, and see, we've got a clevis in there to go ahead and hold the loop. You can see it just goes up and over the axle, and that will hold it down there onto the trailer without any issues. And we've also got the spares for the trailer and the spare for the van strapped down to the deck. Well, at any rate, that's how we do it, or that's how I do it. When I'm going ahead and tying down on this particular trailer. And this is also the way I do it if I have, if I've got the 151, you know, towards the very front of the trailer. The last time I had it set up like this when I went down to the military vehicle meet, because I had the mule on the back. So at any rate, that's how I do it.